So, the first online race didn't quite go to plan. That's not going to stop us, and we're back once again this time for a race around Mount Panorama. Because, you know, I thought Monza wasn't bad enough, so we're going to send us through this ridiculous circuit, which is never, ever going to end clean at all. But, hey-ho, it could lead to some interesting action in this race. So we're going to come up to the line now for the typical GT3 rolling start, and let's see how we get away. And we go green in Australia, we race towards the first corner. We don't have the best run, the BM on the outside is a lot faster than me in a straight line, but we're going to hang it round the inside. The Porsche appears from absolutely nowhere, I didn't even see where that had come from. And then the BM starts going round our outside as well. It's too wide going down this straight now towards the mountain section. The BM does pass us in a straight line. As we come into this next section here, he's going to go past the Porsche as well into the braking zone for the right-hander. There's side by side, there's contact, it pushes the Porsche wide onto the little curb on the outside. We're going to go back past the BMW to go back up into second place. We're going to try and hold the defensive line around the inside now. Porsche drifting it quite wide there. We're going to hug this inside wall. We've definitely held P2, but now all we've got to do is chase this Porsche. We proved in qualifying getting P1 despite our shoddy start, we were the fastest. So we've just got to keep the pace up now as we go through this upper section here in the mountain.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I think I should probably just end the video there. But that wouldn't be the best sportsmanship. So we're going to take our losses. We're now in P7. We've got damage to the right front, which is currently causing unknown effects to the car. We'll have to figure that out as we go. And now we've got to overtake everybody around a circuit that is even more dangerous than Monaco. Oh, can it get any worse? For Jesus Christ. I should probably just quit racing. So we've hit the front right twice, which has now given me slightly off-centre steering lock. And just as I thought I was having a bad race, a barrel rolling car. Yeah, at least I'm not that guy. So that helps me to move up into P6. So it's not quite the sheer disaster that it could have been, despite me smacking the front end twice on the walls up through the mountain section. So now we're going to cut across now to the end of lap number 1. We've managed to catch up to the purple Mercedes in front of us. We're going to follow him down the back straight, but the damage I've got to the front end is causing severe understeer on the car and it's affecting my top end speed and acceleration. So the Mercedes is going to get away from us through here. As we come into this chicane, I guess you could call it, he's very early on the brakes. Doesn't really seem steady in that car. A very, very wide line. So we're going to take advantage of that. I'm going to anticipate the early braking, move to the inside really early, and there he goes. We're very early on the brakes ourselves, just because I don't quite know what the aero effects of this car is going to be like with that damage. So I wanted to make sure I could actually stop. Well, now that moves us up into P5. P5 could be worse. Could be worse, so let's try and catch this car in front now. So cutting ahead again, this time to lap number 4 as we're heading through the mountain section. It took us quite a while to catch these cars in front, and then we hit a bit of a traffic jam. It's one of the risks of Mount Panorama, because if people try to overtake, especially through that downhill section, it is going to go wrong. And that seems to have what's happened there. Somebody's got T-boned and it's caused a traffic jam, and I've very, very cheaply just nipped right round the outside of both of them. So now cutting again, this time to the end of lap number 6 now, as we try and chase the cars in front. But now if you keep watching to the top left, it shows that we're in P3, and as we come over the brow of this hill here, we're P2. I think a car in front may have left after crashing with a back marker or something. No idea. I'm going to take the free position anyway. You can see a few people have now quit because there's nowhere near the same amount of people running the race now that there was at the start. Well, that's just given me free positions, if anything, and I ain't going to complain about that fact. So, we get up into P2. Our lap times aren't doing the quickest, and we've got nearly a 20-second deficit to make up to the car in front, which is going to be a real challenge if we can do that. But I don't think we can. So now we're going to cut again, this time to lap number 8. We heard the slow car ahead and the yellow flag warning, so we're going to take it very, very steady down the hill and just see what the hell's going on as we come through this section. Still nothing, it's all looking clear. And there's the culprit. It's the back marker going in reverse. I've not seen that tactic before. Maybe it's a very rare strategy, but it doesn't appear to be working very well. But now if we look at the telemetry, I've gained 10 seconds on the guy in first place, and I'm still gaining. I'm really confused as to what's happened here. Maybe that's why the back marker was facing the wrong way. And there, on the radar, is first place, just around the corner. I can only presume that he's tried to overtake the back marker going through the downhill section. It's gone dreadfully wrong, and he must have damage to the car or something. Because I don't quite understand how he's going so slowly now. When we look at the telemetry again, I'm gaining quite rapidly. We've took the gap from 18 seconds down to 6 now. And I'm sensing blood here. My bashed up Ferrari that has been slammed against the wall numerous times is going to have the drive of its bloody life as we start this last lap. I am gaining by half a second every corner, it feels like, as we come up the hill now to start the mountain section. And again, you can see the times flying down. We've gained another second on the car in front. So I am going to have to go for it through this mountain section and not hold back one bit. We fly through here, we come very close to the wall now, we throw it round this right hand bit, skim the wall on the inside, and it is full throttle now through the mountain. Times continuing to fall. We come into this heavy braking zone down here, down into third gear, blip of the throttle, hit the curb on the inside, whip down to second again, heavy brakes here, don't want to mess up, then accelerate hard up into third, and temporarily up into fourth, hard on the brakes, down to third again. We are catching this car in front absolutely rapidly. Can we take the lead of this race on the last lap? It's going to be close, but if we come down to the back straight, I'm not too sure it's going to be enough. I don't think it is. The gap's still around 2 seconds and there's only 3 corners to go. It's going to take a miracle. But there is still 3 corners to go. So we go heavy on the brakes, try it round that right under there, big acceleration now, we come towards the last corner. We're going to have to nail this. On the brakes heavy, flip the apex on the accelerator, and it's not enough. It's not enough. But we have just took the gap from 18 seconds down to less than 2 on the final lap. That was absolutely exhilarating. That was an incredible race. Fair play to the guy in first for obviously nursing that car home, and I hope to see you again in the next video.